again, 1 out of 3 shots hitting. That's really bad luck for that. Anyhow, look at this sniper here. Still hanging out, but it looks like the flamethrower engineers have picked up on him. Flamethrower engineer is getting completely annihilated. We're trying to kill that sniper. Man, that's pretty harsh. And we do now have a single flare landing in the middle of all of that, and kind of a counter assault here from the flank coming by GiannisTer. Oh, and reactive artillery doing a lot of damage to his own troops. Reactive artillery definitely forcing these guys to get out of here. By the way, if you can't retreat from reactive artillery, go stand next to your enemy's units just to, try to do some damage there. But man, big hit right there. Took out the anti-tank gun. Everybody else just kind of trying to huddle around this forward barracks here for warmth. Duffy's anti-tank gun kind of backing up a little bit. You can see Berger's Panzer Pioneers just kind of coming in there. Let's take a look on the left-hand side here, and it looks like this is totally fortified, but I'm really surprised to see that really no other effort has been made to try and cap that point. Meanwhile, we've got the Badfellah's Volksgrenadiers just kind of prowling around this area. And again, I'm very surprised by this. So Camelfeetx is very clearly just kind of massing infantry here. He's just got he's got 5 rifleman squads and 2 paratroopers. I'm sure they came in with a airborne paradrop, or sorry, a paradropped AT support gun that came in earlier. That was lost, but it looks like those 2 guys still remain. Meanwhile, skilled rifleman here just having a little bit of a shootout with Panzerschreck Johann putting some frontal damage into that Duffy's anti-tank gun. Not too bad, backing up right there. And just a massive infantry ball. I'm gonna go out on a limb now and just say Camelfeetx is definitely just rifle spamming at this point. Nothing wrong with that, mind you. Just that's clearly what his game is right now. I want to see if he's upgraded anything else here. Looks like yes, he is upgrading his supply yard. Upgrading the supply yard the first time around reduces your manpower upkeep. Basically, each individual model that you have on the field takes away from this number that you get per minute. So when you do upgrade your supply yard, it reduces the manpower requirement for each unit. So you get more manpower per minute, basically. And when you further upgrade it, it increases their veterancy rate. Also, what increases their veterancy rate is just having upgrades, like having grenades and Browning automatic rifles. Looks like he extended just a little bit too far, though, and got massively clipped by this heavy machine gun team. Again, that 15% armor is just lethal. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of this strafing run here. Could just be that I'm missing it, though, but I am going to try and keep an eye out for that just to see if that's going to be happening here. So the Stug is moving out. I don't know if I pointed that out before, but Stug came out from Badfellah, obviously. And really just kind of continually flying around here. So we're kind of at a standstill at the moment. Nobody has control over this middle point. I got to give kudos to the Allies for hanging on to this building. This building is the only reason why they still have control over the middle right now. Heavy machine gun teams all over. Anti-tank gun. Anti-tank gun could even start threatening to hit the building. Yes, and that's exactly what it's doing. Anti-tank gun is just going to try and put it into this building once and for all. And really, if that threat is encountered very soon, like with a strafing run, for instance, that could be a really good move there. And it looks like flaring it up just so he has definite sight over the area. And reactive artillery right on top of it. Wow, check that out. I wonder where the locus of that reactive artillery is. I guess it's right on top of it because he owns this territory. Never mind. So reactive artillery, anti-tank gun, completely taking that out. We do have some smoke going up here, just kind of covering this building. HMG team is in there. Yes, we do have hand grenades researched for regular riflemen. They are Vet 2. Hand grenades and sticky bombs. So you can tell because he has a sticky bomb army item right there. So it looks like Camelfeetx is all in riflemen. He has got every upgrade for them at this point. I'd be surprised if he isn't currently upgrading that. No, I guess he isn't, but eventually he will upgrade that. But it looks like he's got 3 out of 3 rifleman upgrades. Hand grenade again being tossed onto these Volksgrenadiers. Wow, good looking hand grenade there, completely killing that entire squad. Vet 3 rifleman, 28 kills. Oh my god, those guys are boss. So, moving right along. Let's take a look over here. A massive ball of riflemen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riflemen, and airborne, and a engineer. So a lot of riflemen, but really, when you get right down to it, not a lot to do with some of this heavy armor that's kind of starting to appear on the battlefield. And I do like the fact that the Germans, by the way, are not really pressing the issue. They're just kind of holding their territory. They're fine to be at 2-1. Right now, we're starting to see them kind of backcap a little bit, but we have a little bit of simultaneous action going on here. It looks like heavy machine gun team just kind of spraying down this area. Oh, look at that, hitting yet another mine. Heavy machine gun team doing a good job holding this off, but it looks like we do have some more smoke. Camelfeetx going to have to try and climb in there by the time that smoke wears out. And it looks like heavy machine gun team's just got to try and back away. Notice he does have this totally upgraded to have disorientation and whatnot. What prevents them from, it makes them move slower if they're under the effects of smoke, basically. And it looks like the axes hold that off there. You can see that those infantry just didn't really have anything. You know, the infantry probably could have taken care of that machine gun team by themselves, but the added fire from the Stug and the accomplished Puma just a little bit too much for them. And we do have another assault here in the center by Camelfeetx. Camelfeetx is just everywhere right now. I think that's my only criticism, is that he's just kind of, well, I don't know. I take that back. I'm not criticizing anything. Camelfeetx is doing a great job attacking everywhere at the same time. Oh, reactive artillery, though, all over the infantry. It looks like we do have these assault rangers. God, I love the assault rangers, by the way. Once you've started making things from your motor pool and you're kind of done with it, just pump out some assault rangers. They are so good. And now we do finally have central control going back to the Allies. Camelfeetx just barely getting that and then retreating on out of there. Looks like the rest of the reactive artillery is going off. Meanwhile, it is 2 victory points to 1. 326 for Allies, 479 for Axis. And these Pumas are just wrecking here, by the way. These Pumas basically feel like they're completely unchecked. Looks like we did just get an airdropped AT gun somewhere around here. I'll have to look for that to appear on the battlefield. There we go. So Camelfeetx calling in a little bit of AT guns because he really needs that. In fact, just having a big blob of these little guys, these little extra dudes who come in, you get 2 of them for free every time you call in an anti-tank gun, and 1 of them carries a recoilless rifle. So if you get a couple of those guys in a nice little squad there, they're pretty good. Meanwhile, looks like the Axis are just kind of continuing to hold this northern position here. This barbed wire is super annoying. I really love it. It means he only has to defend this area for the most part. Let's see here. We do have a sniper in the middle here. Sniper duking it out with these elite engineers. Elite engineers got to get out of there. Oh, God. Probably even going to get sniped by this sniper. Oh, will he hit him? Oh, and he hits him. Snipers feel like they only have like 50% chance to hit a retreating unit. Could be just because their armor goes up so much when they're running away. But either way, we do have now a special operations sniper out there. You can see he's sprinting while cloaked. And no, he is completely revealed right now by a flare, or at least I think he is revealed. But we'll have to see if he's just going to retreat out of there right away. He knows there's a sniper hunting him down out there. This sniper for Badfellah, by the way, has 8 kills, 15% reduced damage, and reduced cost by 50 manpower. That is a mythic item there. See the red text? That's a red quality item and a epic quality item. These purple item here. So really beefed up snipers there. That's kind of surprising. We do have what looks like a walking Stuka. Firing right down on top of these guys. They're going to have to fire up and get out of there, though. You can see they're taking that burn damage from the firing on the ground there. Let me take a look around the map and see. Well, could be a Nebelwerfer, actually. Nebs is there, and we just have a normal half-track here. So, yeah, I guess that was a Nebelwerfer. Anyhow, good control of this area here. You'll see, by the way, that GiannisDef has set up a MG42 bunker. And I wonder if he did that with contracted pioneers, but it's kind of hard to tell. Looks like Volksgrenadiers kind of charging on in here. It looks like they got hit by a mine. Reactive artillery up here, totally driving off all of these airborne right now. They're all just going to have to leave. You can see reactive artillery combined with a single machine gunner completely nullifies the threat of having all of those infantry running up there. So I think right now, late game, they're going to need armor or something because, as you can tell, having this much infantry is very cool, but you need something else late game. You need some way to take out tanks and stuff. And here we go. Anti-tank gun by Camelfeetx is now just pounding away at these Puma armored cars. You'll note, by the way, that anti-tank gun has, it looks like he's got 24% increased armor, or rather, max health. Large health generation bonus and 30% movement speed. So that's not bad at all. If you know that that's your only way of taking out tanks because you're spamming infantry, pretty good. So I'm definitely not going to criticize Camelfeetx on his overall strategy too much because you can tell by the way that he's carded his army, what with army items and stuff, that he's thought this through. And, that seems viable on paper at least, but it's just not working right now too terribly well. Looks like perhaps a bombing run is being called in right now. That could hit both of these bunkers. Contracted pioneers are just spamming away. And nope, that is an artillery strike. Artillery strike wrecking that first bunker. Let's see if the contracted pioneers can get out of there before any more strikes. Looks like that's all there is for the time being. Contracted pioneers, by the way, upgraded to have 4 gentlemen in their squads, and you can just see they have just spit bunkers everywhere here. I definitely think that is an annoying but totally viable late game strategy. Looks like these riflemen just barely getting out of there. Allies right now have only 1 control over a victory point. But what I was saying anyways is that a late game defense commander just drop bunkers everywhere, all around all of your victory points, just by using those contracted pioneers, who can build bunkers with MG42s already in them. If you didn't pick up on that, all the Pumas right now attacking these riflemen. As long as they keep their distance and they keep getting suppressed, Pumas are just going to murder this whole squad. The only thing they have to worry about is getting sticky bombed. I mean, yeah, if you take 4 sticky bombs at once, you're going to blow up. But as long as they can keep that off. And it looks like these contracted pioneers right now are just trying to tough it out and cap this point. Now, you do take extra damage while that's going on if you're capping, and you can see that they're definitely going to go down. They have to retreat. He had recoup losses up. Maybe the second contracted pioneer squad will be able to succeed where the first one could not. But I bet they could get through with that. You can see the medic now coming out to try and help out. Meanwhile, though, we do have the regular old Stugs here on the left. And again, I'm kind of surprised that Badfellah hasn't started vetting them up a little bit. Looks like he's building another one, perhaps. But I'll check in on that later. Meanwhile, reactive artillery going on right here in the middle now on top of all of these infantry. I wonder if he's going to be aware of it. First shot, a total miss. Second shot coming in. Let's see if he's going to get anybody here. Retreating right through it. Oh, total miss again. So not much luck there. It looks like the Stugs managing to pick off one retreating gentleman. And that's about it for that. But hell, that's good enough. You can force them all to retreat right there. So, man, kaboom. I love those booms. So Stugs now just kind of repositioning. I do like that they're capping these points and then leaving them alone. You can see dropping mines. Just kind of like the point of these is to make the allies spend time recapping them and then hit them with reactive artillery while they do so. Check this out. We do have here's that nice little squad of riflemen basically picking up recoilless rifles from the dead airborne that came in with those anti-tank guns, using the recoilless rifles perhaps to attack these Pumas. But it looks right now like they're just kind of firing away at this bunker. See if he's going to take another shot here sometime soon. Line it up. He's thinking hard. He doesn't want to miss. No, he chickened out. He chickened out. He's not going to be able to get that done here. So let's see. We do have more suppression going on out here. More Nebelwerfer just kind of landing all over this area. Really bad news here. Oh my God, this looks like Normandy. I mean, just look at this stuff here. These assault rangers crawling in just far enough to call in an artillery strike. And that's probably going to be about it. I honestly would have dropped it in more there, but he might not have had a choice. Artillery strikes, landing, doing some damage, but not quite enough. And now, man, look at all of these Vet 3 Vet 3 Grenadiers that we got on the field right now. Most likely coming from all those medic bunkers, but I'm sure he's pumping some of them out too. Look at this big fat firefight here. This is kind of what the Allied riflemen excel at is anti-infantry combat. Like, they will do a great job against that, but it doesn't matter because they are just constantly fighting in all these horrible situations. I think the Axis are really doing a very good job of just kind of countering this strategy. I don't know if it's deliberate or not, or if they just always do that. And look at this heavy machine gun team having to get out of there. But Axis just have dominating control. Second Nebelwerfer now moving out. Vetted up, by the way, 15 kills on this first one. I'm just saying that American style right now, by the way. It's late. I'm tired. Nebelwerfer. That's what I'm going to say. Nebelwerfer, Wehrmacht, done. Not going to pronounce anything right tonight. So, Berger's Panzer Pioneers here, just kind of scooting along, no problems there. And the Stugs just doing their thing. Oh, retreating across a bunch of mines, stumbling back for a second. But really, it just, every time I look, it seems like 1 or 2 MGs and 1 or 2 other units seem to be just holding the line at every case. And, you couldn't help but think that, like, some Shermans, some mortars, some snipers, any sort of variety like that would really be working right now. But I think they're kind of hell-bent on this. For all I know, they're just experimenting on the ladder to see if this is going to work or not. Right now, no sign of tier 4 or anything like that. We do have a back tech, of course, from Raptor because we saw a survival sniper out there and a heavy machine gun team. And looks like, the Nevs is just kind of firing away still, kind of actually hitting his own troops more than anything, standing on the fire burn damage a little bit there. But, man, these Vet 3 Grenadiers, really tough. And I don't know how the hell these guys got up here. Check this out. We do have a whole squad of riflemen back here firing away at the back of this anti-tank gun, doing quite a bit of damage. Heavy machine gun team moving into that bunker right now. I have no clue how they made it up here. I guess maybe they came all the way. I'm not even going to worry about it. No idea. Maybe they hugged the right-hand side of the map. Looks like that could have worked. I don't know. Anyhow, so heavy machine gun team firing away. And by the way, we do have a GG right now from Camelfeetx and GiannisTer. I'm not sure, but I think they're just running out of points at this point. And they know it's a 3 cap. There's nothing they can do to get back. We have an all-in kind of attack going up here. Camelfeetx's infantry just charging away. You can see 24 points left. Reactive artillery. Oh, such harsh reactive artillery. And he's just going to brute force it. And you can tell, reactive artillery, couple of Pumas. That's all it takes. Looks like these guys are coming in, trying to go for the kill on that Puma. Will they get it? Will they line up the shot with their recoilless rifles? Yes! They get a single Puma at the cost of like 24 riflemen. or rather airborne. It looks like they're just about to decap this, but it's only 1 point. They need 2 points in order to prevent themselves from bleeding out. They have decapped it. They are currently recapping it, but there are no other points on the map. Maybe these guys are going to get it, but 2 points left. 2 points left. Oh, and the playback is over. So the game goes to GiannisTer and his ally Badfellah. So congratulations to them. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Otherwise, stay tuned for more games from the HarlequinCoHO Invitational Tournament. And as always, if you like this, feel free to follow me on Twitter if you want updates for when new games come out, and subscribe if you like it too. So I hope you guys have a good night. Take care.